dance with the devil will leave you disheveled. Thank you, Rin, for this gift, this dose of reality to enlighten those who see and hear your story to share. Thank you for the subscriber for recommending this song. I hope that you extend another before too long. We are grounded. The circuit is closed. We have voltage. And the systems are officially live. My name is Wise. You're watching Ohmic Owl. And here we react to music from all over the globe, from coast to coast, continent to continent, genre to genre, high flow, currency, high current, high voltage. We react to music and find out what sort of a flow they bring to the table. Today is service call number 2. In other words, a requested reaction by you, the subscriber. And today I consider this another special one. I reacted as a work order to Hi Rin by Rin himself. Today, I bring to you a tale of Jenny and Screech by Rin, as requested by you. I have been advised not to look too far into the lyrics or the background of this song. It is a trilogy. Jenny's tale, Screech's tale, and Violet's tale. Going by what I know of Rin and his storytelling and musical abilities, this ought to be a highly impactful video. I hope to go through this experience with you, to be able to share with you, break it down with you, and walk away from this changed. For I do know that Rin has that sort of power in his storytelling abilities and musical aptitude. So without any further ado, service call number 2, A Tale of Jenny and Screech by Rin. Man, just like Hi Rin, he opens up with an acoustic guitar solo, an acoustic intro. And the way he plays the song is like his guitar is speaking. He speaks through his words, he speaks through his music, through his guitar. And even the videography, the imagery, is already a deep telling tale that, from what I assume, is going to have a lot of unfolding. I don't know what to expect from this, but already I'm attached in intent. Let me pull it back to the beginning and start this out properly.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame?
Alrighty, beautiful. How many of you can relate to how Jenny's feeling now and the circumstances she's facing at this point in the story that Rin has to tell? I'm sure some of you, if not a lot of you, have been through this yourself, experienced this yourself, maybe a mother or a sister or a friend of yours. Walking down the streets of a dark alley, coming home from work or someone's house, alone, quiet, left to your thoughts, contemplating, considering what lurks around the corner, what may or may not lurk around the corner. Assessing your decisions in life and how you got there and whether you deserve it or not. And just wondering what your place is in this world.
This town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul.
Introducing Screech, otherwise known as James, 14 years old. How many of you know somebody, a young boy, that's 14 years old? I happen to have a son myself who's 12 on his way to 13. A very impressionable age. Pre-teens, early teens. Peer pressure is huge. I remember when I was that age. Middle school, early high school. Just wanted to be one of the boys. Good decisions or bad, just wanting to be a part of something. And when there's no proper mentorship or leadership around to show you the way, to teach you, to guide you, you best be sure that the devil would be more than willing to stretch out his hand and lead the way. Temptation is everywhere. And the want, the need to belong can guide you towards that temptation if you're not shown how to steer away from it.
As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny
Trust your gut. Have you ever had a feeling in your gut and the hair stand up on the back of your neck? Something inside telling you to turn away. Something's not right here. All you young individuals that may be listening, trust your gut. Your intuition is a powerful thing. What feels right and what feels wrong at the core will let itself be known. Try not to get too caught up in ideals and pressures, trying to make an influence. When something doesn't feel right, often, that is correct.
Turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny.
What's Jenny to do in this situation? Clearly there's nobody else around. And this person facing her is bound and determined to get what he wants. In this moment, what can she give him? What choices can she make?
Freeze a statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes.
Ren, you tell a hell of a story, Ren. He's able to say so much in so little time. I'm going to need to take it back just a few minutes. Thankfully, we have subtitles here to follow along with.
A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me.
I see, it's Screech she meets in the alleyway. Young Jenny and young Screech. Two worlds collide.
Me, if you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite.
Your money, your purse. Give it to me. Don't you look at me. Deep down, he doesn't even want to be in that situation and making that choice. He's not evil, he's being led by evil. And when someone looks you in the eye, your consciousness comes into play. Therefore, he asked her, commands of her, don't you look at me. Because if he sees through the window of her soul, her eyes, maybe he'll crack and change his mind and not get what he came here for.
Mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at?
What's Jenny to do? What's she gonna do? Run? In high heels? A lady still a stalactite? You ever seen stalactite in a cave? A sharp point, stiff, rigid, unable to move. Maybe the heels of her shoes are the stalactites. Not much agility when all that weight is put on such a small point.
You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy called Screech. Reach with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
The human skin stands no chance against a steel blade. One choice, one decision can change everything. That fast, that smoothly.
In his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City.
I love the way that Ren sings, and he sings, speaks, plays through his lyrics, his guitar, the melodies, even playing with the symbols and the words. Excuse me, not the symbols, the syllables. Somewhere in London.
Empty street, somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Poor Jenny. Lying on the floor that she's slept on before. The type of cold, hard floor no young girl should ever have to sleep on. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame. So we missed her. And she's so down on life that she's wishing that he got her. Or did she escape as in she's no longer with us? It's such a shame.
It's such a shame.
Okay, clear transition. I'm not sure what part we are at. Being that I have heard that this is a trilogy, maybe we've finished one part of the story and we're now progressing to the next. I'm going to assume that's Jenny's tale. I mean, the character, the topic of interest was Jenny. In such a short time, I believe we met Jenny's end. What does Rin have to tell us now? How does this song make you feel? Have any of you been victim of a circumstance such as this? Meeting a stranger in a dark alley, faced with life or death, forced to make a choice, fight or flight. Well done to the videographer and the vision, Ren's vision, and whoever does the videography with him. Clear transition and stories, scenes. The scene is now a little more narrowed, focused on Ren, a young man himself. In the background, the light shines. In the foreground, darkness. A narrow stairway that he's not going up, but down. Talk to us, Ren. Tell us more. Okay, thank you very much. Screech's tale. We've heard Jenny's tale. Now it's time to hear Screech's. What unfolding do you have to offer us here, Ren?
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow.
Powerful, powerful, powerful storytelling. Ren is a musical genius. I thank you, Ren, for not putting fluff and flowers all out here for us to hear. You put truth. You make people think. You make people feel. You enlighten them with your words, with your stories, with your visualizations. Jenny clocked out like Big Ben. Screech disappeared into the dark night like snow. Panic ensued and he ran. Where did Screech go? Talk to us, Ren.
Patrick, man, let me in, please open.
Okay, so, not to lull you guys to sleep, I apologize if I am. Thank you to the subscriber that suggested I listen to this with headphones on, to see and feel every beat and every note, including that one just there that's got the hair on my arms and neck standing up straight. The knock that he just emulated on his guitar. I thought somebody was knocking on my door. Talk about immersion. Thank you.
Open the door, I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knock.
Greed can cause you to make decisions that you wouldn't otherwise not ever make. Desperation. And when you give the devil the hand, he only needs but a moment. And after he's done leading you, he flees. Left to your own thoughts, your regret, your panic, the realization that you've just done what you've just done. And there's no one there to save you. It hits fast, hard, and heavy. Can anyone relate? Screech is looking for comfort, some familiarity, somebody to console him. Patrick opened the door. Patrick's not home.
Come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
Look, even Ren's got himself immersed in the character. Right down to the breathing. You can feel it like you're right there with him. Like you're there in that moment. Patrick's not there. Nobody else is around. Who do I call? Who's in my phone that I can reach? Who can I console him? The first person you could think of.
Hey, babe, are you in? Now, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sound.
When you're left to face the consequences of your actions, it gets very lonely very fast. Sound logic flees. It seems he called his girlfriend. How would she know what's going on? He tries to steady himself, to calm his voice. Hey, babe. Still breathing. Can I come by? Yeah, to your place. Oh, I'm busy. None the wiser, she tells him. I'm busy. But the devil is still at his back. And panic has no patience. And he flips on her. Ah! I have no time. Goodbye. She just happened to be there. And has no idea what's going on with him. He's going through the throes, going through it all, spiraling. What now? What do you do now, Screech? Where do you go? Where do you turn? And now the sirens. They're coming to you. They're going to find out. Choose quickly. Fight or flight. Do something now.
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was a...
Okay. Have you ever felt alone with your back up against the wall? With nothing left but your own will, whatever's left? Your consequences facing you? Fear and panic turns to rage. All I have left is myself, Screech tells himself. Come and get me then, if you dare.
On my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame.
Ren, how do you do it? Richard probably has a family of his own. Working the streets at night, patrolling the streets. No idea what had just taken place. Probably just taking a stroll. Not a worry on his face. And here comes Screech. A young boy with fury coming straight at him with all the intent of taking Richard's life. Because at this point, he's already reached the bottom. An animal cornered with nowhere to go. Poor Richard, you're in the way. What happens next, you'll never know. So Richard does what he's trained to do and pulls out his weapon. Shoots Screech till he drops to the floor. In only a few minutes, 2 lives gone, no more. What a shame. At the least 3 lives impacted. The story he has to tell is not a game.
It's such a shame.
camera angle changes from the perspective of somebody lying on the floor. Screech, of course. And as Ren walks away, finishes that verse, the lights blur and fade out. Just like Screech's life, no doubt. Okay, another transition. Enter Violet's Tale. And Violet's Tale starts with a beat. Boop, 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 boop. How many of you have heard that sound? How many of you have been the patient? How many of you have been the one standing around? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ren does this so well. His ability to mix melody with dissonance. If you're not familiar with the word dissonance in music, it's often a sound that is off-putting on its own. A sound not welcoming to the ear. But there's something about dissonance when it's properly mixed with melody that makes a masterpiece. A masterpiece in storytelling. Something that can evoke emotion. Ren does this so well. I also like to add that that part is, and maybe it's fitting for this period in the song, because we've entered Violet's Tale. We've had Jenny's Tale, Screech's Tale, and now we're in Violet's Tale. We've seen one part of the picture, if you will, the folded paper. We've seen another part of it. And now, with that breakdown, that short little solo, tapping and pulling. It's like an unraveling. A way in which to tell you the story is about to unfold. A connecting of the dots. The final strokes of a masterpiece. Speak to us, Ren.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive.
Paddington, is that the name of the hospital? Is that a town? 2005, London, 2005. A lady fighting to survive. Is this Jenny? Or is this Violet? Some of you may know. Share your understanding in the comments below.
Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
I'm sorry to have to stop it so much. What a master, though. Bravo, Ren. To set the scene for Violet's tale, we must rewind. And with his guitar, he works his way down the fretboard. As if rewinding in time. How far back have we gone? I do not know yet. You may know. But let's find out.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tight but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew.
So much to unpack right there. Speaking with layers. Some of it very clear on the surface, and others you got to dig for it. Those of you listening, how many of you have walked in Violet's shoes? Many, I'm sure. Let's listen to that again.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tight but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew.
Her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tight. Okay. Good on him, it sounds. But he never left the room. I'll spare you with the details. I'm sure her mother knew. If you're old enough to understand this, I don't really need to pick it apart like Rin hasn't. Her father was a bastard. Her mother was too drunk to do anything about it. Or maybe couldn't do anything about it and therefore got drunk. Either way, the tale is twisted. And Violet is the victim.
Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tight, but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue.
Poor Violet grew up to be a young teenager, just looking for love, looking for acceptance in a world, in a state, in a community that left her beaten down and broken, looking for some kind of solace. But the world she knew was filled with pain and fear. So at the first sign of what felt like love, she fell hard. That poor little dove. History repeats itself. This story, this tale is tried and true. It may even feel, at this moment, like I'm talking to you. Or maybe about you.
And she never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance.
I love it. The videography. Looking upwards at the spiral stairway. Looking for heaven. But in reality, down at the bottom in the darkness. A long way up. Especially in the company of the devil.
Violet.
Also, this reminds me of a song that I've heard in the past. Very powerful one that I enjoy. Not that it gives me pleasure, but I enjoy because of the impact and the truthfulness in the hardcore storytelling of it. A Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique. How many of you have heard this song? If you have the guts, and if you're listening to this song, I think you could stomach that one as well, although a little more graphic. But it's quite like this one, especially when talking about dancing with the devil and the consequences of so.
Why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, Why you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent.
Okay, Ren. Okay, Ren. Thank you, Ren. You know, there are people out in the world today who choose not to accept the truth of stories such as this that happen to this day, yesterday, and is going to happen tomorrow. The reality of stories like this. They give it a different name, something easier for them to digest and pass it off because it doesn't serve them. So they leave it in the dark. And it happens again. This man is a bastard, and there are many of them out there. And if you're watching this video, one of you bastards, to the wood chipper with you. Sadly, there are many of you out there. I have many more choice words for you. And many more actions, should I ever meet anyone like that in person. To the wood chipper. And for any of you out there like Violet, I wish a guardian angel upon you in your moment of hopelessness.
Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick-knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet.
There are too many victims out there like Violet. Too many victims who fall silent. If there are any of you out there who know someone like Violet, be their voice for them. Thank you, Ren, for doing just that. This verse needs to be heard again. It is so detailed and poignant that you could draw this picture in your mind if you close your eyes as he says it. There's nothing pretty about this. But it must be known because there are millions out there. Millions just like Violet who fall silent.
I stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet?
Such a coward. Nothing about this makes this man tough. He's a coward. If you're hearing this, watching this, and you do the same thing, you coward. How can you not feel anything hearing this song? I believe this is Ren's intention. If you find yourself a neighbor to any of these situations, do something about it if you have any power to do so. Too many of these cowards are given power today in this world. Too many of them walk freely. Too little are served what they deserve. This makes me angry. I'm sorry, Violet.
Character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
And reality hits. Big tough guy. So bold and strong and domineering. You dance with the devil. You've taken it too far for the last time. Reality hits. Abuse turns to murder.
London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the...
Oh, man. All the while, he's beating on Violet to the point that she's near death. And then it's revealed that she's pregnant. It is Violet Jenny's mother. If we remember, we had to rewind a bit to begin Violet's tale. She knows she's about to go, but doctor, can you save my baby? Praying for a miracle.
In a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005, a lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Violet was pregnant, fighting for her life. Her last dying wish, save her babies. Her baby, as I assume she didn't know, like I didn't know, and maybe you didn't know either. She wasn't just pregnant, she was pregnant with twins. The story has unfolded. The answers lie before you. A tale of Jenny and Screech. Violet's tale must be rewound and starts from the beginning. Or ends at the beginning, if you will. Both a miracle and a tragedy. Let's just hear that one more time.
Urgent to come in as Violet's world turned to black. The curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005, a lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Violet was pregnant. Violet's life was taken by her father. Violet's mother too drunk to realize or to do anything about it. Violet didn't know she was pregnant with twins. Jenny and Screech. Two victims of the welfare system, lost upon the streets. One day, Jenny meets Screech. an unfortunate circumstance, a cold, dark, lonely night. Both Jenny and Screech fall victim on that cold night. Unbeknownst to Jenny, her murderer was her brother. They both came into this world in a moment of tragedy. One terrible night. And were both taken out in the midst of one quick fight. Terror and turmoil unfolds quickly. Life can get dark and heavy. A dance with the devil will leave you disheveled. Thank you, Rin, for this gift, this dose of reality, to enlighten those who see and hear your story to share. Thank you for the subscriber for recommending this song. I hope that you extend another before too long. Yes, I know I'm doing my best to rhyme. Hopefully next time. A story not for the faint of heart. Hopefully not one to pull us apart. For I did not know what was before me at the start. And in the end, would grip my heart. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for taking a chance. There really was no preparing for the ride that we'd all be taking in this moment. I hope we all sit and reflect and decide to own it. My name is Wise. This is the Ohmic Owl. I choose not to leave you tonight with a scowl. For I hope that just like I have, after watching this, you have become enlightened. and are left to digest this story that has been told. Good night.